Jesus. Well, hello. I wanted to add on to my lucid dream. Well, actually, it was called something about dreams, but this one's going to be called Lucid Dream. So, if you watch 2 videos ago, I talk about how in life I've always had nightmares. I've been spiritually attacked since I was born here, and I had my awakening. I had my awakening through an audio series that allowed me to reclaim my power as an individual. And then I noticed in my dreams, nightmares, because all I ever had was nightmares, that I started conquering them. It was really a trip. Like, I started conquering my nightmares. Like, the same exact nightmares played out to where, because I didn't have any fear in my heart, I, conquered them. Like, I just faced it. Like, the monster runs at me and I just don't get killed and wake up. It plays out completely differently. Like, I push it away, whatever the fuck, Anyway, so I want to talk about lucid dreams. If you listen to my video 2 videos ago, I talk about how I see my grandpa. I talk about how there's a guy at my job, the lights are low. I meet him, he's really charismatic, he prays, there's something about a hunt. And then it shifts over to I'm at my grandpa's, but the house looks completely different. Ironically, my grandpa moved houses, so he is in a different house now. And I've only been to it once. And anyway, so I talk about how my grandpa and Glenn are talking or something, and he mentions the TV. This is really big for me. Like, let me tell you. He mentions the TV, and about that little TV, about something about him used to get laid with it. And then later I'm on the bed in my room, and sorry, hangnail. Not a hangnail, but distraction. But no, I was in my fucking room and I hear the TV, and it kind of caused me to focus, and I turned up the brightness and stuff on the TV, so the images match the images in the sense, but that's not what mattered. It was me hearing it. And that kind of woke me up. Ironically, in reality, I have clairaudience like a motherfucker. I have heard things I'm not even going to talk about right now. And I'm a Taurus stellium, so it makes sense. They rule the throat, clairaudience. I just heard the weirdest. But anyway, so it was clairaudience that kind of slapped me awake in my dream, and I used the TV, the portal, to remember that I'm in a dream. And I need to tell you something. My grandpa told me years ago that he used to be able to, he's the only person in my family who's ever said something like this. He used to be able to have lucid dreams. And he told me that he would be near this mountainside or something with a path, and there'd be these flowers. And he would be near the flowers, and he would try to smell the flowers. And he would try to smell the flowers, and when he could smell the flower, when he could actually smell it, he knew he was dreaming somehow. That would be the thing. And then he'd go off and have whatever adventure he wanted. And he said years later he stopped being able to do it. But I'll never forget, he told me that, and he was in that dream. And then I had my thing, which was it was passed down, on a deep-ass level. They tell you that a lot of your gifts are passed down to your bloodline, and that's why a lot of royalty and rich classes don't mingle with other people. They keep their gifts in their bloodline, and they mix them with only other people with gifts, made evidenced by their vast fortunes and so on and so forth. But the fact that I had a lucid dream, and that my grandpa in the dream told me something about the TV, and then I'm in another room, and then there's the TV, and then that's the thing that and it all started with hearing. He told me in his life it was smell. So I just thought it was like how you calibrate. It's like how I calibrated myself was through one of my senses, and his was smelling. He's an Aries. I don't know if that matters, but I don't know the rest of his chart either. But anyway, he could smell it, and for me, I heard it. So I just wanted to make that video because that's important. That was really amazing. I can't even describe to you how amazing that moment was. I had all my, like, fully conscious, like, completely. It was such a trip. It's like playing a VR video game. It was like playing a virtual reality video game in my dreams. So cool. Anyway, but yeah, I didn't want to say that. So, like, it actually made a lot of sense. Like, that's why I have that ability. Yeah. All right, I love you guys. I know none of you give a shit. There is a part of me that's like, nobody gives a shit. I give a shit. I don't care if you don't give a shit. But I will tell you, if you are having lucid dreams, you want to have a lucid dream, I'm telling you a connection that happened in my life. My grandpa told me he used to do them all the time, and he'd sit there near these flowers and smell them until he could smell them. And that would, like, click them in. For me, I was able to hear, and then I used my hearing to remember that I heard that a minute ago. I'm in a dream. I clicked it, like, instantly. It was amazing. All right, I love you guys. Like, subscribe, leave hateful comments,